My eyes grew wide as dinner plates. No, no, no. This can't be happening. I sprinted to the lobby as fast as my legs would carry me. I flew past the front desk and around the corner, where the vending machine sat tucked away at the end of a desolate corridor. I prayed to any god that would listen that I wouldn't find anything out of the ordinary, that the laundry man just had a twisted sense of humor. But my prayers fell on deaf ears. I came to a screeching halt before the two dust-coated machines. I took a deep breath, steeling myself for the possibility of what I might find. Nothing could have prepared me for what I would see. When I glanced up, I immediately stumbled backwards. Tears shrouded my vision, and I could feel hot bile creeping up my throat. I began hyperventilating, and I fell to the wall for support. The vending machine to my right was filled to the brim with body parts. Each compartment oozed a deep crimson, steady streams of viscous liquid dripping down and pooling at the bottom. Eyeballs, fingers, chunks of a torso, arms, legs. They were all haphazardly strewn about the machine. Even a detached scalp with blood-spattered brown hair was available for purchase. One glance, and I knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that the remains belonged to Josh. Because through all the blood and viscera, I could faintly make out the tattoo of Josh's family crest on the underside of a severed wrist. I couldn't hold it down any longer. I vomited all over the linoleum floor. I didn't even care. That shitty night janitor could have a field day cleaning that up. It deserved it. Hell, every entity in the entire damn college deserved that, and so much worse. Fucking animals. Every one of them. I don't know how long I sat there. I wailed, my lamented cries reverberating through the empty halls. Kara either didn't hear or didn't care enough to check on me. I wasn't surprised. By the time I'd managed to calm myself down, I bolted to the front desk, my eyes puffy and red. Maybe if I told someone, maybe if I just let somebody know, then whatever had put Josh in there could reverse it. Maybe there was some kind of protocol for this sort of thing. I shouldn't have been so naive. I began shouting at Kara like a madman. I was spitting out words faster than my brain could process them. The vending machines, body parts. There's body parts. And blood. So much blood. It's all over. My roommate. He's dead. Please, please help me, I begged, tears flooding my cheeks once again. Kara sighed and turned to Clarissa, who was nearly bouncing up and down with elation. Her pupils consumed the entirety of her eyes, but I swear I could make out something behind those empty, endless pits joy. The little girl's smile was the widest I'd ever seen it. Everything about her made me sick. Without even a twinge of emotion, Kara met Clarissa's gaze. Did Clarissa stock the vending machine today? Clarissa nodded her head fervently, her smile unwavering. Kara pursed her lips. Did Clarissa put this guy's roommate into the vending machine? Again, she eagerly nodded in affirmation, her neat black braids bouncing atop her shoulders as she did so. And where did Clarissa get the body this time? Kara asked to no one in particular, ensuring that she never made eye contact with the little monster with any of her questions. Clarissa leaned in close to Kara's ear and cupped her hands. I strained my ears, listening intently. Though it was soft, I could barely make out what Clarissa told her. The laundry man. Well, you have your answers. The laundry man killed him, and Clarissa put his body in the vending machine. You will be contacted at some point within the next 24 hours regarding a potential leave of absence and grief counseling. I am sorry for your loss, Kara said despondently, typing frantically at the keyboard before her. No, there has to be something you can do. Some way to bring him back. Anything, come on. What? You mean some sort of cult ritual? Sorry to break it to you, but I'm not Harry Potter. Look, your friend presumably disobeyed the laundry man's orders, and he paid the price for it. It's not like he hadn't been warned. Kara scoffed. I won't be discussing the matter any further. Please let me arrange the cleanup in peace. Fine, I spat. If you won't help me, then I'll call someone who can. I whipped out my phone and punched in 9-1-1. Kara rolled her eyes at me and returned to her monitor. Once the authorities heard that there was a murder in the building, they didn't hesitate. In a matter of minutes, I was greeted by two burly officers with matching crew cuts and a couple of no-nonsense attitudes. They were a big step up from the inebriated campus cop I'd talked to earlier. I sprang out of my seat to meet them, wiping a stray tear from my eye and extending a hand. I'm Clayton. Thanks for getting here so quickly. The pair stared at my outstretched hand like it had 7 digits before one of them hesitantly grasped it. Officer Langley. This is my partner, Officer Jenkins. Now, can you take us to the crime scene? I know that's a tough ask, but we need to see a body before we can call anyone. Yeah. It's just over here, I said, leading them down the decrepit hallway. I walked up to the side of the vending machines and stopped. I couldn't bring myself to go any further. It's in there, I said, motioning toward the glass. The cops shot each other a look before surveying the scene. They stared long and hard at the vending machines before one of them broke the silence. Hey, kid, your friend wouldn't happen to be a granola bar, would he? Officer Langley chuckled, restraining himself from bursting into a fit of laughter. Wait. There's no body parts in there? That's impossible. I was just here like 15 minutes ago. Well, if they were here, now they're gone, Officer Jenkins said, resting his hands on his utility belt. I rushed to his side and peered into the vending machine I'd seen my friend's eviscerated corpse for sale in moments prior. They were right. VNBN, Mick NH. Okay, kid, you gave me a good laugh, but the only crime committed here is the sale of expired food. We're gonna be leaving now. Don't call us back here for this shit again, or I won't hesitate to book you for a false report, Officer Langley growled, shooting me a paralyzing glare. The pair turned to leave. I was speechless. At that moment, I couldn't form a coherent sentence if my life depended on it. All I could do was watch them go as my world crumbled around me. Officer Jenkins stopped as he passed me. He placed a hand on my shoulder and looked me directly in the eyes. Look, if you need any kind of mental help, feel free to come down to the station and ask for me. We can get you in contact with someone. A therapist. A doctor. Whatever you need, okay? I slowly nodded. I was in such a state of disarray that his words barely registered. I'm serious. Whatever you need. Take care of yourself, Clayton, Officer Jenkins said as he gave me a small wave and walked away. Next, I did the only thing I knew to do. I went up to my empty dorm room, and I cried. That moment replayed in my head over and over again like a broken record. I knew what I saw. Josh's green eyes shimmering back at me through the B4 and C8 slots. As much as I want to, that's an image that I will never be able to erase from my head. I sobbed and sobbed until I had no tears left to cry. I tried to focus on the happy times. I really did. But those nauseating images were seared into my mind's eye. Eventually, I just sat there. Josh didn't deserve that. He should still be here with me. The more I thought about it, the more I realized that Josh was right. So what if he hadn't given some stupid supernatural entity 5 cents? That didn't warrant a murder, and especially not one on that level. As I lay there and pondered, a deep rage began to consume me. A fiery determination blossomed within my chest. Suddenly, I knew what I needed to do. I was going to put a stop to these things once and for all, and I knew just the person to help me do it.